Welcome into the Demon Den as your cadets will fight tonight for a region championship in the 1 seed heading in to the GHSA 4A men's basketball tournament. I am Christian Gokel live here in Warner Robins for this battle between two teams who are all too familiar with each other, have had some great battles so far this season, and again, fighting for that region crown. It was just a few short days ago that BC took down Warner Robins 65-54 to claim a region regular season championship. But prior to that, the last time the cadets were here in Warner Robins back on the 1st of February, the cadets suffered one of only their 4 losses on the season, 69-65 to the Demons here of Warner Robins. So again, very excited for this one. BC in their all-white uniforms tonight, and all eyes will be on number 20, Caleb Jones, who is averaging over 30 points a game. And meanwhile, we look over to the right side of the court here. Warner Robins donning their alternate all-green uniforms tonight as the Demons prepare to try to win that region title. Should be an exciting game. Very excited to have y'all here with us on a Wednesday night. Flying solo this evening. Wish we could have Kevin Thomas with us, but he should be back for the playoff run. But what's on the line tonight? Basically home court advantage. Whoever wins this one has 2 guaranteed home playoff games. Obviously, should you win the first one in the tournament. But if you lose, you'll still get 1 home game, but then it becomes a little bit murkier the further and further that you advance in the tournament. Both teams will play again on the 19th of February, 7 days from now. But again, fighting for another region title and fighting for as much home court advantage as you can get before potentially heading to Fort Valley State for semifinals and then coming back up to Macon for the state championship game should you advance that far. So a lot of fun stuff tonight. Very excited to see what the cadets can do against a team that, again, has pushed them as hard as anybody this season. We've got about 2 minutes until tip-off. We're going to take a break, thank some sponsors, and we'll be back with the start of this Region 4A title game.
BC Brothers Moving is Savannah's most trusted moving service. From residential to commercial to packing supplies, BC Brothers does it all. Let BC Brothers' energetic, trustworthy team wrap it, pack it, and move it for you. Check out BC Brothers online at bcbrothersmoving.com or give them a like on Facebook. Coastal Living, Parker Scott Properties, with commercial, residential, and rentals. Make the call. 912-661-6142 or go to parkerscottproperties.com.
We've got about a minute until tip-off. We'll get the starting lineups here in the national anthem. But before that, we wanted to give a big congratulations to the Ware County Gators women's basketball team as they took down previously undefeated Warner Robins 24-0. Coming into that one, Ware with the big-time upset of the number 1 team in the state. So I wanted to give a big congratulations to the Ware County Gators. And again, for BC coming into this one, facing a team that handed them one of their only 4 losses. They only lost twice to teams from the state of Georgia. And Warner Robins was one of those, again, back on the 1st of February, 69-65. And it's been slow starts that have kind of doomed the cadets in their 2 losses in the region, both at Ware County and at Warner Robins. See how aggressive and efficient the cadets can come out tonight as they take on the Demons. We're going to take one more break again, preparing for the starting lineups and that national anthem. We'll be back with more after this.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
At Benedictine alumni-owned Stacked Firewood Delivery, we're all about the best premium firewood, conveniently delivered in manageable stacks at the right price. We're talking kiln-dried, pest-free firewood. You see, our custom stack is equal to about 10 fires. Choose oak, cherry, hickory, or mixed hardwoods. Stacked Firewood Delivery. Go to stackedwood.com. That's stackedwood.com. Looking for authentic, traditional Southern cuisine for your next special event, reunion, wedding, or celebration in Savannah? For over 45 years, Barnes Restaurant is the most experienced, trusted caterer in all of Savannah. Rooms 50 to 5,000. No event too big or small. Barnes does it all. Online at barnesrestaurant.com.
At number 24, John Lilly.
Welcome back in as the cadets are introduced here with the starting lineup. Caleb Jones, Makai Williams, John Lilly, JoJo Sutton, and Karan Hall all getting the start this evening. And I guess one national anthem is going to be good enough. This has been your Barnes Restaurant pregame show. Again, always appreciate the folks up at Barnes for everything that they do for Watch BC Sports. And BC, again, wearing their home whites as they are the region champions and 1 seed coming into this one. And it'll be John Lilly for the tip. And the cadets come away with it. And again, slow starts have been kind of the Achilles heel for the cadets in their losses this season. Going to be important to come out tonight and start fast. As Caleb Jones is going to pull up from 3, and he is on fire early. Always a good sign. And Warner Robins tries to answer with the 3 of their own, and they hit. They were on fire as well. Back when BC hosted Warner Robins about a week ago now. A bunch of early 3-pointers for Warner Robins. Got them started early. It looks like the ball's going to stay with BC there. Hall's going to take one from way downtown. And BC, 2 for 2 from behind the arc early. Warner Robins slowing things down a little bit. As they have an open man in the corner. And he hits. Again, we mentioned it, both games between these two teams have been classics. As Caleb Jones was able to say it, but Warner Robins was able to strip the ball away, and they'll push. Another open 3-point attempt. Can't get the bank to go, but they're there with the rebound. 8-6, Warner Robins here early. BC unable to box out there. Makai Williams pushes things back across the court, but gets it stolen. And Warner Robins able to convert in transition. BC can't answer with a 3, and again, the ball stripped away. Turnover is a problem here early for the cadets. They can't get that 3 to go, but again, another offensive rebound. And BC kind of on their heels here early. Another turnover and a foul on Caleb Jones. So we mentioned in the pregame, slow starts a problem for the cadets. As Warner Robins will shoot 2. And the first one bangs off the back iron. And is able to convert on the second one. So a 7-point deficit here for the Cadets early. Not quite as steep as some of the other stuff they got themselves into, but if they keep turning the ball over like this, it's going to be a long night. Warner Robins going to hoist another deep three. That one a little long, comes up a little short. Jones in transition. And they're going to say that went off of Warner Robins.
What number is the quarterback? 22? Yes. Okay.
BC inbounds. Caleb Jones slips on the Demon logo. Stephen Cannon going to pull from way downtown. I can't get it to go. BC with 2, now 3 chances. Caleb Jones will take his turn. Can't get it to go. And finally, a foul is going to be called on Josh Washington. BC had their chances there. Steal attempt there from the Cadets. Goes out of bounds. Ball will stay with Warner Robins. And a nice job by Cannon there to deflect that pass. Had another open man in the corner. A foul will be called inside on the Cadets. Two quick fouls on the Cadets. Frank Williams have a conversation with his defense. It looks like Warner Robins got away with a foul, but that's going to allow Caleb Jones to push it up the court. And he's able to convert. So BC stops the bleeding. 13-8 here in the first quarter. Way downtown. Can't get it to go. And BC will come up with a rebound. Caleb Jones will carry it up for the Cadets. So BC able to weather the storm a little bit here. Can they now chip away at this lead? Can't quite get it to go there. Warner Robins comes up with the board. Down quickly in the paint. That was a nice job by Caleb Jones getting back on defense, but BC still has work to do. And they're going to call a foul. And Warner Robins will shoot 3. And they're able to convert the first, pushing that lead back up to 6. Again, both teams fighting tonight for that region tournament title and the 1 seed in the playoffs. They'll guarantee you home court through at least the first 2 rounds. As Warner Robins is able to convert on the first 2 of these 3 free throws. And they're able to put all 3 through. That's huge. And instant pressure there on the inbounds pass. And Warner Robins going to heat things up. And to good effect. But BC able to come away with it and convert. But slow in getting back on the other end. That reminiscent of the Ware County game. And another turnover for the Cadets on the opposite side of the ball. And possession will go to Warner Robins. BC with pressure of their own, but Warner Robins is able to push through it. Now with a chance to get two up on the other end, and BC is fouled. So Makai Williams ahead of the line to shoot two. There's one thing you can count on Makai for, it's pressure, pushing the pressure and showing off the speed. Now he's just got to hit the free throws. And the first is a little strong off the back iron. And the second here. Missed them both. Josh Washington able to come up with a board. But BC turns it over. And Warner Robins follows suit. BC ball just switched into the court. Both teams a little shaky early here. I'm curious who the foul's on. That was another turnover from BC. That's going to be a foul on BC. And it looks like Warner Robins in the bonus. And they have a chance here to extend this to a double-digit lead here in the first quarter. As they missed the front end. Interestingly, with 2:10 to go, for really the first time since tip-off, BC now back to their starting lineup. Bunch of reserves playing big minutes in the first quarter. As Warner Robins will shoot the back end of this one-on-one. And convert. Kai Williams on the inbound there. They're able to find an open Karan Hall in the corner. He thought about it. I think they're going to call it a reach there. And BC will take this out on the baseline. Man. Good attempt there from Lilly, but he was rejected soundly. They're going to give him another chance, but an offensive foul. So a forgettable sequence there for the center. And BC is struggling to get anything going here on the back end of this first quarter. Hall able to poke it away, but it will stay with Warner Robins as we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. They're going to pull from way downtown. That missed everything, but it ends up being a perfect pass as the lead is now 11 for the Demons. Nice job by Williams to haul in that pass. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the Cadets. Just a clunky start early here for BC. But there has been a silver lining. They've been better defensively these last few minutes. Escaron Hall draws the charge. And we tick under a minute to go here in quarter number one. Jones will inbound to Williams as we tick under 50 seconds to go here. And Mekhi Williams unobstructed. And they're going to say the defender was moving his feet. So Mekhi will shoot two. Went 0 for 2 from the line his first time up. These are big free throws here as BC tries to narrow this deficit. And that one rolls all the way around, touches every part of the rim, and then rolls out. And missed them both again. We're electing not to push the pace here. They're going to get a good open look. Again, too strong. And Jones comes up with a board. He's going to push, try to do everything himself, and airball it. Mekhi Williams came up with a turnover. We're going to call it a foul. And now the shot clock is off here in the first quarter. And Warner Robins will be back to the charity stripe. Just incredibly reminiscent stuff of their previous trip to Ware County and then last week's home game against Warner Robins, as Warner Robins is also taking advantage of the free throw line and BC can't seem to get it going. Hits them both. The lead is 13. And the shot clock is off here, as Hall gets fortunate there to hold on to it. As they try to trap Caleb Jones, he's somehow able to work his way out and draw a foul. And he will head to the free throw line, and hopefully he's able to convert. And Jones is able to hit the first of two. 6 seconds to go here in the quarter. So BC needs to be ready on defense. And he can't get the second to go. They're going to call a carry on Warner Robins, so BC will have a chance to get a shot off here before the end of the period. A long 3 seconds, 3.7 to be exact, left in the period. And it'll be White Esbrook to inbound for the Cadets. And they've got shooters on the court. Jones hoist up a 3 and throws that one to Long County. So at the end of 1, the Cadets trail Warner Robins 23-11. Again, slow starts. The Cadets have been able to overcome them in the past, but can they do it tonight in the Region 1 4A title game? We'll be back with more in the second period after this.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah. BC Brothers Moving is Savannah's most trusted moving service. From residential to commercial to packing supplies, BC Brothers does it all. Let BC Brothers' energetic, trustworthy team wrap it, pack it, and move it for you. Check out BC Brothers online at bcbrothersmoving.com or give them a like on Facebook.
So as the buzzer sounds to start the second quarter here, BC trails Warner Robins by 12. And it's been the second quarter that BC has been able to get some action going here these last few games. Let's see if they're able to turn it on here and whittle away at this lead. It'll be John Lilly to inbound for the Cadets. As Makai Williams brings it up the court. And a nicely designed play, but Hall is packed. Sutton able to get the board. Kick it back in, but right to a Demon. So a nicely designed play for BC coming out of the break, but Warner Robins with a heck of an answer. And that foul is going to be called on Caleb Jones, but it'll be on the floor. Got him with the body as the guy drove by after the pump fake. There's a lot of hands on hips right now for BC. As Stephen Cannon will check in, give Caleb Jones a break. Probably trying to save fouls here as well. Better job defensively there for the Cadets. Lilly with the board. And Makai Williams carries it up the court. Stephen Cannon going to drive in. And he's going to get packed. Man. Just smothering defense so far for Warner Robins. As they slip on the court and turn it over. I think they're going to get a Demon for Makai Williams and a player for Warner Robins were wrapped up on the floor as the officials discuss. But we got a wrestling match breakout. And they'll hand out texts to both players. Again, it was a scrum on the ground for the basketball. And Makai Williams got tangled up with a player for Warner Robins, and neither one of them want to let the other one go. A lot of players on both teams met up in the fall for football, but a little bit different set of rules here on the hardwood. As Mikhail take a seat, catch a breather. And Caleb Jones will check back in. That'll be Jones. He's going to pull up from way downtown and off the front of the iron, but gets his own rebound, tries again, and is able to get it to go. Great effort there from Jones. And again, it's an interesting dynamic here. BC, the home team, because they won the region in the regular season, but playing at Warner Robins home court in a decision that came just a few days before the start of the region tournament. Teams electing, as Warner Robins hits that too, to have the games here. Again, that's outside the GHSA. That's just for the region athletic directors. BC can't get that one to go, but it'll be poked out of bounds by Warner Robins. You got to kind of wonder, what's the point of winning your region if you're not going to be able to host the region tournament? Jones is going to pull up from three again. Short. Can't find the range right now. And Warner Robins will take their time in the half court. They go right around Stephen Cannon and John Lilly. Nothing working right now for BC. Nice pass there. Cannon likes to split the double team. And they're going to say Lilly traveled. And we will have wholesale changes here for the cadets. Josh Washington and Wyatt Estabrook check in as Cannon and Lilly head for the bench. A nice play there from JoJo Sutton, and Wyatt Estabrook able to come up with the ball. Caleb Jones goes around everyone and is able to get it somehow into the corner of the basket. It all started with a nice steal from JoJo Sutton and a good pass from Wyatt Estabrook. Where I was going to pull and hit. Again. They can't miss right now. And no foul call, just ball dribbled off of a Warner Robins defender out of bounds. And Caleb Jones will head to the bench as Karan Hall checks back in. And it'll be Hall to inbound. Estabrook comes away with it, hands it back to Hall. BC looking for any kind of answer offensively. And Sutton can't get it to go. And Warner Robins comes down with the board. And a turnover there, just a bad pass. Robin's going to trap, but BC able to get out of it for a second. Tip ball, they go in the backcourt. And that pass just to no one. They're going to say jump ball. That'll stay with Warner Robins. And a reaching foul there for the Cadets, just silly. And the Cadets in danger of getting doubled up here midway through the second quarter. Nice quick hands there from Karan Hall, but Warner Robbins able to hold on to it. And a wide open three-point attempt. Misses everything. And Sutton comes down with the board. Another offensive foul called on the Cadets. And Frank Williams not happy with the officials. Curious as to how he was able to see it from his vantage point. And it's a massive dunk and an exclamation point right now, as it has been utter domination from the Demons early. BC able to beat the pressure, and Hall comes up short. And now Warner Robbins looking to just bury BC as another foul is called on the Cadets. Thought about a three-pointer instead. Takes the layup, but that one's a little too strong. And the foul going to be called over the back on Warner Robbins. Weeks will check in for the Cadets, wearing 50. A couple of big-time three-pointers in the last matchup between these two teams. Hall inbounds it to Caleb Jones. And Jones is fouled. They'll say it's on the floor, so BC will inbound. And Frank Williams wants a timeout. We're going to take it with him. We'll be back with more. BC trails by 16 as we head to the break. 2:33 to go here in the first half.
Coastal Living? Parker Scott Properties with commercial, residential, and rentals. Make the call, 912-661-6142, or go to parkerscottproperties.com. Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
2:33 to go here in the first half. BC will inbound here, looking to whittle away at this lead for Warner Robbins. And Stephen Cannon kicks it back to the top, and Caleb Jones will reset. He's going to try a wild three-pointer, and like only he can, gets it to go. And Frank Williams just got a warning from the official. That's the same official who called the offensive foul on the Cadets just a few seconds ago in game time. So no foul, just a warning. As Warner Robbins will pull up and can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul on the Cadets. And they're able to convert, push the lead back to 14. The defensive efforts have been better in the second quarter, but offensively just stagnation. As they missed the back end, that's a nice rebound there from Sutton. Jones will carry it up the court and immediately draw two defenders and get blocked. So comes up with his own board and gets fouled. That's the 6th or 7th block for Warner Robins tonight. They've all been clean and they've all been strong. But BC will keep possession after the foul. And Lilly and Cannon will check back in. Big lineup here for the Cadets. As they get all the way back out to the top to Sutton. And he will save a turnover somehow. And Jones misses everything. And Warner Robins quickly in transition. And Lilly with a big foul. Right now, Warner Robins winning the race to every ball, getting up and down the court faster. Just not the same BC team we've seen these last few weeks. That one rattles around and doesn't fall. But they're able to hit the second. And free throws have been a big advantage so far tonight for Warner Robins. BC's had their chances, just haven't been able to convert. And Caleb Jones somehow able to save that basketball. I apologize, camera got knocked into by an innocent bystander. You're all right. And Jones, after some foreshadowing, will head back to the free throw line. It's only 7 points thus far in the second quarter for the Cadets. And that one finally goes in. And Jones hits them both. Warner Robins looking to extend that lead, and BC trying to keep them right where they are. They find an open man on the baseline, and he misses everything. So as the clock ticks under a minute, Caleb Jones will carry it up the court. Great pass. And it's White Estabrook able to convert. That was better from the Cadets. They're going to call an over and back. We have just over 40 seconds to go here in the first half. BC trying to get this one to single digits and make it a whole lot more manageable heading into the final two quarters. Jones immediately draws two defenders, finds Estabrook, back to Jones, and he's going to pull up, get fouled, and he'll shoot three. So these have been a really big past 30 seconds for the Cadets. They have a chance to push this one back to 8. Jones unable to hit that one. Again, BC's been able to get to the line, just inconsistent in converting as he hits the second of 3. The lead is back to 10. And he's able to hit it. So 2 for 3 for Jones. Ware inbounds it. Shot clock's off. But they turn it over. And BC gives it right back. Just rushed it a little bit. You had plenty of time on the clock. You could have just taken possession of it, carried it down, and played for one shot. And instead, BC tries to play fast on the fast break and turns the ball over again. Turnovers and blocks have been the Achilles heel for the Cadets today. But able to get another turnover. 7 seconds. Pulling from way downtown is Karan Hall, and he misses everything. Again, rushed right now from the Cadets. Caleb Jones is on the bench, trying to avoid any foul trouble or injuries potentially. And they'll heave it and get a whole lot closer than BC would have liked. But again, better from BC on the back end of that second quarter, able to whittle that lead down at a balloon up to 16, 17 points, but BC able to get it back to 9 as we end the first half here. Slow starts, turnovers, blocks, the story of that first half for the Cadets. They can improve some of those things and play like they did for the last minute there of that second quarter. They're going to be in this one at the end. We got a whole lot more coming up for you here on the Bernard Williams halftime show. Again, live from Warner Robins here for the Region 1 4A title game between your 20-4 Cadets and the 17-7 Warner Robins Demons. We will come back with more in the halftime show after this.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at Watch.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
At Benedictine alumni-owned Stacked Firewood Delivery, we're all about the best premium firewood, conveniently delivered in manageable stacks at the right price. We're talking kiln-dried, pest-free firewood. You see, our custom stack is equal to about 10 fires. Choose oak, cherry, hickory, or mixed hardwoods. Stacked Firewood Delivery. Go to stackedwood.com. That's stackedwood.com. BC Brothers Moving is Savannah's most trusted moving service. From residential to commercial to packing supplies, BC Brothers does it all. Let BC Brothers' energetic, trustworthy team wrap it, pack it, and move it for you. Check out BC Brothers online at bcbrothersmoving.com or give them a like on Facebook. Coastal Living? Parker Scott Properties with commercial, residential, and rentals. Make the call, 912-661-6142, or go to parkerscottproperties.com.
Welcome back in to the Bernard Williams halftime show as your Cadets trail the Warner Robins Demons by 9 at the break. And we're pleased to be joined by, it's like Adam Schefter, kind of inside scoop, Woj, kind of talent here tonight. Everybody knows Frank Williams has done an outstanding job coaching this basketball team and really turning around a BC basketball program and making them one of the premier programs in the state of Georgia. But we get the inside scoop from none other than the brother of the head coach of the Cadets, Mr. Johnny Williams, kind enough to join us here. And I have to start with the obvious question. You guys put it on the hardwood right now, playing to 11, ones and twos. Who's winning?
It's me, Chris.
All day.
All day.
But just talk a little bit about what basketball means to you and your family. Obviously, Frank, just a great basketball mind, but growing up, was that an important part of y'all's lives?
Chris, that was an integral part of our life. Growing up, all the siblings played basketball. I coached, won a state championship at South Aiken High School in '98.
There you go.
Actually, the same year that Coach Williams won his state championship at Savannah High School. So basketball and sports was just a tradition in our home.
And I know Frank, as I mentioned, has really done a great job of turning around this Benedictine program. And what is it about him as a coach and his style of play that allows him from decade to decade, school to school, to maintain that success?
Frank is such a lover and a motivator of young men, molding young men, not only on the basketball court, but off the court. And that's always been in his DNA. From a little kid, as an educator, just a person who just loves young men. And it falls right onto the basketball court, how he motivates, how he gets the best out of what he has.
Now, you're a state champion head coach as well, so I want to pick your brain a little bit. It seems like on the road, and again, specifically this Warner Robins team, BC started slow these last few games. Anything you can point to that you got to correct?
I think they've done a tremendous job to even get down by 9 right now. And they started out very, very slow. I think we need to just settle down and let the game come to us and make sure we play that defense that we are known for. Because right now they're trying to double and triple team Caleb. And we got to make sure that the guys that's in there hit the open man, play good defense, and don't turn the ball over as much. And getting some little off calls, but for the most part, the officials, they've been on point.
And again, I know it's got to be an interesting dynamic because BC wearing the white because they're technically the home team tonight, but the region athletic director is electing to play it here just because no women's facilities at BC. But I know that's kind of got to be a little bit of a chip on the shoulder for the Cadets coming in, having to play at Warner Robins, but as the region champs.
No question, Chris. Well, you know, when you think about it, I was actually trying to think about this. You win the region, and that's what you strive for, to get home court advantage. Now, all of a sudden, that's taken away from you. You know, I think, I don't know about the Savannah area, but we need to probably do a better area in the Savannah area because it should have been a situation where some venue should have been able to host the region game and not have them travel all the way here.
Plenty of basketball arenas in the city of Savannah to play this one at.
Exactly.
All right, so as we're coming out, we got about 2.5 minutes until the start of the third period here. I know it's something we say in football all the time, but it feels really big specifically for this game. You got to come out and win these first couple of minutes here in the second half.
You got to come out and win the first couple. The first start of them, we got to come out and win the ball. We got to win the ball, and I think they'll do it. And because I'm proud of the fact that they're down by 9. Because I thought it was kind of
it was teetering for a second,
teetering the other way for a minute.
And it seems like that's kind of the method of this team. It's not a method you want to get used to, but they're used to coming back from this. But I'm curious, you were down there. Frank got the warning from the official. I know, listen, you called me because I said he got a tech in the Ware game. He didn't get the tech.
Right.
But a warning right there,
yes.
Was he just hammering the official?
Yeah, he was he was talking to the guy about a call that happened on the baseline. And I saw what he was talking about. And I guess the referee got kind of tired of the conversation and gave him a warning. So let's just hope that that's where it stands.
That's kind of the official, just to go with the warning there. And
yes.
Finally, before we let you get out of here, again, Cadets down 9. Caleb Jones is going to have to play a big part. But who's somebody else you think that has to play a big role here in the second half?
I got 3 people that need to play big along with Caleb. We got to have Karan play big. We got to have Cannon play big. And we got to have Lily play big. They got to play big. You know, and if they play big and hold their own on the defensive side of the ball and get some touches on the offensive side of the ball and score, that'll open it up more for Caleb because we got to score from somewhere else.
Again, BC down 9. They're going to need somebody to step up as we try to win this region title. Well, again, Mr. Johnny Williams, so kind to join us here. And again, a state champion coach in his own right, and BC on the hunt for a state championship of their own here in 2025. We appreciate you taking the time, man, and hopefully we're talking about a win afterwards.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris.
Thank you. And again, we got about 30 seconds to go here. We're going to take one more break. We'll be back with more after this.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Welcome back into the Demon Den. Christian Gokel, glad to have you alongside here on Watch BC Sports. The Cadets trail Warner Robins by 9 here in this Region 1 4A title matchup. And we appreciate Mr. Johnny Williams, brother of head coach Frank Williams, for joining us here. And he said it. Some guys are going to have to step up for BC, and it's going to start here early. And BC will be in possession to start this one. Makai Williams back in a point guard. And a nice job getting it underneath, but one of the things that stopped BC in the first half was turnovers, and there's a turnover immediately there on the first possession. They're going to try from way downtown. Can't get it to go. And a big rebound there by John Lilly as Makai will carry it up the court. And he's able to get inside and draw a foul. So Makai was able to get to the free throw line twice in the first half there, but was unable to convert. Yeah, it seems like the change of scenery helped out a little bit. I can't get a second to go, but BC has whittled the lead down to 8 now. playing a little bit tighter defense as well. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. And Lilly with another rebound. Caleb Jones able to keep up the turnover. And they're going to call a travel on Caleb Jones. BC bench arguing for a jump ball. Nice drive there for Warner Robbins, and they'll draw a foul and head to the free throw line. BC's bench already has a warning, but they're still chirping at the officials, trying to say that was a jump ball earlier, but called a walk on Caleb Jones. And a little too strong there on the free throw. And misses them both. Caleb Jones will carry it up the court for the Cadets. Able to shake his defender. And Warner Robbins matching up with Jones with just one early. If they do that, he's probably going to take it. Able to find an open man. That's Karan Hall. But he can't get it to go. But tip from Lilly. Sutton comes down with the board. And Mekhi Williams able to finish it. And all of a sudden, that lead is down to 6. We talked about it a bunch the last time these two teams matched up, but it was on the defensive side of the ball that the Cadets kind of sparked everything else. And I think we're going to get a foul on the floor on JoJo Sutton. Yeah, they'll take this one out on the sideline. And Warner Robbins will take it in the backcourt. Wild pass, but they're able to keep it. And they're going to call a shooting foul there, but did not look like Karan Hall made contact, and BC upset about that one. Kind of just a wild pull-up shot. And they missed that one. So now all of a sudden, Warner Robbins has gone stone cold from the free throw line. Weeks will check into the game. Sutton will head out. And again, misses them both. Lilly with another big rebound. And Jones will carry it up. Williams with the floater. Too strong. Actually gets it to go. And they're going to call the and one. Yeah, count them. So the lead is 4. BC has a chance right here from the free throw line to make this a one-score game. And can't get it to go. A little strong. But again, BC done a great job to bring this one all the way back to 4. A nice swing play there. Too strong. Warner Robbins able to get their own board. Thought about a three-pointer. Takes it in, and there's a big block from BC. And the Cadets are on the hunt. Little lax there from Caleb Jones. Almost gets it poked away. Mackay gets packed, but gets his own board. Dishes. Karan Hall gets fouled. So all the little things starting to add up for BC that weren't there in the first half. Getting rebounds on offense, finding that extra guy, finding an extra pass, and now getting to the free throw line. Now you just got to convert. And short. I think the Cadets might be doing some free throw practice this coming week. So they have those 10 points on the board. You can say the same for Warner Robins. And can't get either to fall. Yeah, big steal there from JoJo Sutton, but he can't stay in bounds. Warner Robins able to inbound into the backcourt. Able to get around, pull up Jay. Good. Warner Robins needed that. Lead is back to 6. Caleb Jones from way downtown. Good. And a chance to add one from the free throw line. No, it sounded like they called a foul, but then Warner Robins tried to inbound it. Yeah, Jones is going to head to the free throw line. So BC has brought this one all the way back to a 3-point game, and if Jones can convert from the free throw line, they'll be down just 2. And he's able to get it to go. Big 4-point play there from Caleb Jones. Warner Robins is going to push tempo here. Get to the open man in the corner. And yeah, it rattles in. Great job of saving the backcourt violation. And now Stephen Candace left all by himself at the free throw line. And he hits. That's a timeout, Warner Robins. So BC has stormed back after trailing big in the first half. The Cadets are down just 3 here. 38-35. 3:33 to go here in the period. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more after this.
Coastal Living? Parker Scott Properties with commercial, residential, and rentals. Make the call 912-661-6142 or go to parkerscottproperties.com.
Again, we caught up with Johnny Williams, brother of Frank Williams, and both brothers state champion head coaches. And he said a few guys that we're going to need to step up, and so far it's been Mackay Williams to go along and compliment Caleb Jones. John Lilly has had some really big rebounds here in the period, and now the whole team's starting to step up. Stephen Cannon getting it going, hit the J from the free throw line. That's going to be a reach on Mackay Williams. There was a point in time there in the second quarter, especially after that massive dunk, that this arena was about to come unglued, but BC has fought back and has quieted what is a really good crowd here for this regional title game. Another foul call. Some ticky-tack stuff here. That was going to go on Josh Washington. Okay, it's a region title game between two teams have already met twice this season. Both games really close, hard-fought battles. Hate to see the refs start trying to take away from the flow of what's been a really entertaining matchup. Warner Robbins able to get it going a little bit from the free throw line there as Weeks checks back in for Washington. Try to go 2 for 2. Here's a second. Hits them both. Lead back to 5 for Warner Robbins, but BC playing with a little bit more confidence. As Weeks with a pump fake, going to drive, pull up, can't get it to go. And another foul call on BC. And the BC contingent that's made the trip is upset, and I think rightfully so. BC can't rebound, can't go for a ball without getting called for a foul. And Frank Williams had to take a walk after that one. So Warner Robbins will head back to the free throw line. And continue to hit, push the lead back to 6. And that one's good. So Warner Robbins finding their stroke from the free throw line. Makai Williams will inbound, and BC pretty easily beats the double team. Jones with a wild pass, but able to get it to Lilly, who converts. And an air ball there. BC able to come up with it. Williams almost falls down, but able to get a pass to Sutton. Guy thought about it, pulls up, back to Sutton to reset at the top. And now they'll give it to Jones. And he's going to pull. Can't get it to go. And Warner Robbins with the board. And that one's going to go against BC. Again, the free throw line, very much the difference right here in this quarter. BC had brought it all the way down to 2. And Frank Williams not happy. And Warner Robbins will shoot their first. And hit. As John Lilly limps to the sideline, hopefully just an ankle and able to get back in. He's been big in this third quarter. And hits them both. Lead back to 7. And Jones can't get it to go. And Warner Robbins goes coast to coast, but a little wild. And now Caleb Jones will carry it up the court. Gonna go a little floater and get it. Like the aggression there from Jones. Instead of just settling for the 3, drives and is able to convert. Pull up from the free throw line, a little short. And Sutton with the board. And Williams will carry it up the court. As we tick under a minute here to go. Williams all the way around. Can't get it to go. But they turn it over. It's Caleb Jones. He gets fouled and 1. So he goes careening into the stands. BC's gone on a little run here and brought this one back to 3 points and a chance to make it a 2-point game. And Jones hits. And BC going to substitute as Caleb Jones comes to the sideline. 45 seconds to go here. BC going with a full court pressure. They're going to call White Estabrook on the foul, and that's going to send Warner Robins back to the free throw line. Again, BC was supposed to host this region tournament, but the athletic directors from the region elected to host it here. BC, of course, won the regular season region title. And he can't get the front end to go. So wholesale changes here for BC. Putting most of the starting lineup in outside of John Lilly, who again limped to the sideline a few minutes ago. We have not seen him since. And that one rattles all the way around, but Warner Robins able to come up with the board. Missed them both, but Warner Robins back in possession. Way downtown. Can't get it to go. And Jones will carry it up the court. Splits the double team. And a wide open three-point attempt. Can't get it to go. But Makai Williams able to come up with a rebound. Kick it back to Caleb Jones, who's going to drive, spin. And they're going to say he walked. And I think they might be right. If you're LeBron, you get away with those. But they're going to call that one in high school. So shot clock is off here. It looks like Warner Robins is going to hold for that last shot. BC steals it. Oh, it just doesn't get off in time. But still, BC able to whittle away some more at that lead. Once down 16, down 9 at the half. They're down just 2 heading into the final period, and they are fired up on that cadet sideline. We'll be back with the final period of the Region 1 4A title game.
Looking for authentic, traditional Southern cuisine for your next special event, reunion, wedding, or celebration in Savannah? For over 45 years, Barnes Restaurant is the most experienced, trusted caterer in all of Savannah. Groups 50 to 5,000. No event too big or small. Barnes does it all. Online at barnesrestaurant.com. At Benedictine alumni-owned Stacked Firewood Delivery, we're all about the best premium firewood, conveniently delivered in manageable stacks at the right price. We're talking kiln-dried, pest-free firewood. You see, our custom stack is equal to about 10 fires. Choose oak, cherry, hickory, or mixed hardwoods. Stacked Firewood Delivery. Go to stackedwood.com. That's stackedwood.com.
Welcome back into the Demon Den. 8 minutes to go here to determine who will be the Region 1 4A tournament champion, who gets to take the trophy home, who gets the 1 seed in the playoffs. We got 8 minutes to decide it. BC has come all the way back from down 16 to down just 2 here in the final period. A little bit earlier tonight, we saw Ware County pull off the upset of the day as their ladies took down the previously undefeated Demonettes of Warner Robins. And Sutton a little strong. Jones there for the rebound, but can't get it to go. And there's going to be a foul on John Lilly. Yeah, pushed him in the back. But BC had a chance there. And more, as we get later and later in this game, BC's been able to find their way into the paint. And great defense there from BC. Yeah, they're going to call a kicking on the man who was on the ground. Just kind of flailed that leg out there to stop BC from getting into the fast break. I expect to see this man right here, Caleb Jones, in control for the rest of the way. They're going to kick it to Lilly in the paint. He's going to pull and shoot. Too strong. And that's a push on Karan Hall going up for the board. That's 2 quick fouls on BC here early. Hall will head to the bench as Stephen Cannon checks back in. Just can't extend those arms when you're going up for the rebound like that. You can just feel the tension right now between these two very good basketball teams. Wild shot gets blocked by Sutton, and it's going to go off the hands of a Warner Robins Demon, and BC will be in possession. Just much better defense. As Cannon checks out, and the official needs somebody to go inbound. And 2 Demons on Caleb Jones. And they'll back off now. And here comes the double team. Able to split it. And Mackay resets. He's going to pull from the corner. Can't get it to go. And nobody there for the Cadets. Easy, wide open 3. Can't get it to go. And jump ball called. And possession will stay with Warner Robins. Stephen Cannon checks back in. Got to feel like one of these open 3-pointers is going to fall for Warner Robins. Here's another one. There it goes. Can't give them that many chances. And the lead is back to 5. There's Stephen Cannon driving in, and that one's just way off. And they're going to call a timeout for a man on the floor. Josh Washington will check in for John Lilly, who's still not at 100%. BC needs a stop and a way to find something offensively. Had a chance there. Another wide open 3. Bam. Warner Robins has pushed it back to 8, and the stadium's come alive. Caleb Jones, coast to coast. And he's able to put a stop to that run. Back to 6, but BC has to tighten up defensively. That'll help. Josh Washington trying to provide a spark, but now BC's down a man. But they're able to recover. Great pass underneath, but can't convert. And Stephen Cannon comes up with the board. Can't get it to go. Third time's the charm, and one. So it's Caleb Jones shooting a 3. That missed. Cannon tried to put it back up. That missed, and then Jones was there again. He puts it in, and he's back at the free throw line. Every time Warner Robins has felt like they're about to run away with it, it's been number 20, Caleb Jones, coming with a big play. We just wonder how much gas is left in the tank. And he hits. Great job from Warner Robins, and they got a wide open 3. BC's pressure has just been backfiring here in the fourth quarter. You understand why they're doing it, but that's 9 points. As Caleb Jones tried to throw it off a defender, but they saw that coming, and they convert off the turnover. Both teams now easily getting into the opponent's paint. That's a turnover. Great pressure there from the Cadets. Lilly gets it in the paint. He's going to turn. Had a wide open bunny. Sutton able to hold on to it. And that one rattles all the way around, and they're going to get Sutton over the back. So BC had their chances there. A wide open three-point look. Can't get it to go. I think Caleb Jones is bleeding. That's going to send him to the sideline. And they put the disinfectant spray on the blood, but BC will be without Jones until they can get the blood off his jersey. The officials stop the clock. They're going to let Jones check back in. I don't think the game clock ever officially started. Yeah, they're trying to take it to 4:08. We have a small error as they have now put it at 40 seconds instead of 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Now we have 40 minutes on the clock. Just a nightmare scenario for the scoreboard operator. Just got to take your time, lock in. We're still at 40 minutes and 80 seconds to go here in the fourth period. And there we go, 4:08. It's a smattering of applause. Warner Robins again, wide open three. BC fortunate, but Warner Robins comes up with the board. BC just having trouble defending those corner three-point attempts. And Warner Robins taking advantage. Baseline, short. Another offensive rebound. And they'll reset again. Clock under 4 minutes now. And these fans are starting to feel it. Another three-point attempt. Can't get it to go. BC comes up with a board. Sutton quickly to Lilly. And he's able to bank it in. And the lead is back down to 4. Cadets still haven't been able to tie it. But every time Warner Robins has pushed it, BC has been able to claw their way back in. As we tick under 3 minutes to go here in this one. And they're going to get a foul on BC. Great defensive play there from Jones, but unable to keep it in bounds. And Warner Robins will take it from the baseline. .256 to go in the ball game. And they're able to hit. And a quick foul there. And neither side appreciating the officiating tonight. It's a tough job being an official. We appreciate what they do, even when we don't. And Jones is double teamed, works it back to Makai Williams, kicks it over to Weeks. Nice baseline pass, but they're going to say a Warner Robins player touched the ball with his foot out of bounds. Lilly will check in here. As Williams will inbound it to Lilly. Oh, can't get the easy one to go. It's a nicely designed play. And BC's going to have to hit those if they hope to come back. Down 6 here. And Jones just takes it away from him. He's going to pull, pop, can't get it to go, gets his own board, throws it back up. And it's Makai Williams who slips. And they're going to call a travel. Williams stepped on a wet spot on the floor. As we have 2:05 to go in this one. We have a timeout from Warner Robins. And this is what it comes down to. BC 20-4. Only lost 2 games in region play. Earned the bye, won the semifinal. But now you're down to the home team in the region title game. If you want to put another trophy in the case, you've got 2:05 to do it. And it's going to come down to everyone. Defense is going to have to start it here. Warner Robins will be in possession. They're going to have to find something offensively, and you can't miss the easy ones. So Warner Robins will take it in. And they can limit the number of possessions BC gets here significantly. And the official signal, it's time to start play. And BC goes full court pressure. This has burned them in the second half because Warner Robins has been able to get some open three-point looks. And they're going to call a foul. So you got the body. And not quite to the bonus yet. Not close. And look at another reach. And just self-inflicted wounds for the Cadets. And now Warner Robins will head to the free throw line and will for the rest of the game. So BC is going to have to pray for missed free throws and score quickly on their end. As he misses the first. And the second. That one rattles out. Lilly with a big board. Gets it to Makai Williams. So every possession feels like a have to have it for the Cadets. Nice spin move. Lilly in the paint. Fouled and one. Big time play there from Lilly. And if he can convert, this is down to a one-score game. And he misses that one. But BC able to come up with the board. Jones gets it to go. And timeout BC. And just like that, with 1:32 to go in the basketball game, BC has it down to a 2-point deficit. Time and time again, they've been able to get it here tonight, but just haven't been able to get that tying shot or take the lead. As a police officer has a conversation with the officials. Feel like he might be saying, you guys don't want a parking ticket? You know how to call this one. I'm joking, of course. The officials head over, let BC know it's time to go. So 1:32 to go here. BC down 2. Warner Robins is in the bonus, so any foul will send them to the line. BC going to go with the pressure. Warner Robins able to speed past it, get trapped at the baseline, and they're going to kick it around, try to burn clock. Which was a more realistic proposition when you were up 6, but now up just 2. That was a wild shot and just a phantom call. And BC's sideline just losing it right now, as are the fans in the stands. And he'll hit the front end. That's important. This next free throw, huge. And he gets them both, pushes it to a 4-point lead, which changes the dynamic here. Williams with just a crazy shot. And Warner Robbins going to come up with the board. No foul yet for the Cadets. And you got to wonder if that was the best shot BC could have gotten to there. They're going to kick it in the paint. And fouled. So Warner Robbins will head back to the free throw line. And he misses the first. But still a 2-score lead. And Frank Williams wants a timeout. And he wanted it about 30 seconds ago, and he's letting the officials know that. We're going to take it with him. Stay with us. We got the final 38 seconds of this region title game coming to you. We'll be back with more after this.
BC Brothers Moving is Savannah's most trusted moving service. From residential to commercial to packing supplies, BC Brothers does it all. Let BC Brothers' energetic, trustworthy team wrap it, pack it, and move it for you. Check out BC Brothers online at bcbrothersmoving.com or give them a like on Facebook. At Benedictine alumni-owned Stacked Firewood Delivery, we're all about the best premium firewood, conveniently delivered in manageable stacks at the right price. We're talking kiln-dried, pest-free firewood. You see, our custom stack is equal to about 10 fires. Choose oak, cherry, hickory, or mixed hardwoods. Stacked Firewood Delivery. Go to stackedwood.com. That's stackedwood.com.
So it all comes down to these final 38 seconds here. BC trails by 4. Warner Robbins is going to shoot another free throw here, potentially push this one to 5. But BC is going to have to be perfect on the offensive side of the ball if they have any chance of winning this one. And give Warner Robbins credit. Every time BC has fought back, they've been able to hold them at bay. A crucial free throw here. I miss them both. You got to find Caleb Jones. There he is. From way downtown. Missed everything. So now with 30 seconds left, BC going to go with wholesale changes and try to play the foul game. Cron Hall checks in. And a timeout. Warner Robbins saves a 5-second violation. So again, you know you want to get the ball to Caleb Jones there, but coming off of the swing, 2 guys in his face. These past 2 possessions, don't feel like BC has gotten the best shots up. Makai Williams' possession before, which is kind of a wild jumper as he was careening into the lane. And then that time again, we've seen Caleb Jones hit those off-balance ones before, but have to hope to find something better than that. So got to imagine BC is going to foul quickly here. Shot clock's off. You got to send it to the free throw line. And then hope they miss, and you're able to convert. Quick foul there. And we'll head down. To the other side of the court for the free throws. Misses the first. strong contingent of Cadets fans who made the trip, holding out hope. And BC gets the ball back. And Jones splits the double team, gets it to go. And the lead is 2. .20 seconds to go. And it's been the free throw line. Warner Robins not able to convert. And Caleb Jones, he's special. And he's showing why tonight. Again, just repeating tonight, the GHSA had no decision-making in where the region championships were hosted. That's decided by the regions, and the athletic directors voted and decided to play host here at Warner Robins. It's not saying every athletic director from the region voted for that, but a majority voted to host it here at Warner Robins. Though BC was the regular season region champions. But all that's out the door right now. 20 seconds to go. Warner Robins up by 2. And they're going to call a foul. And it might be on. No, they're going to say it's on BC. It looked like for a second they were going to call that on Warner Robins. But either way, Warner Robins heading to the free throw line. So a chance if they can convert these two to potentially put it out of reach. But a miss leaves the door open for BC. And he gets the first clutch free throw there, pushing it to a 3-point game. Just a massive free throw here. Gets it. Another timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back with the final 20 seconds after this.
Looking for authentic, traditional Southern cuisine for your next special event, reunion, wedding, or celebration in Savannah? For over 45 years, Barnes Restaurant is the most experienced, trusted caterer in all of Savannah. Rooms 50 to 5,000. No event too big or small. Barnes does it all. Online at barnesrestaurant.com.
20 seconds to go here in Warner Robins. BC down 4. You got to imagine the strategy from Warner Robins is just don't foul anywhere near the 3-point line. Last time they tried to double Caleb Jones, he split that and was able to get the runner to go. Have to imagine that all eyes will be on number 20 from Warner Robins. Number 1 seed and the region tournament championship is on the line here these final 20 seconds. For Warner Robins, if they're able to hold on to that lead, that could mean guaranteed through the first 2 rounds home games. Then it would come down to a coin flip if they were to play or be matched up against the number 1 seed, and then off to Fort Valley State if they make it to the semifinals, and then they'd be right up the road in Macon for the state championship. For BC, same stuff's on the line. If they're able to pull off what would be a remarkable comeback. All right, step 1 there. BC gets the inbound, and then Karan Hall turns it over. And that should probably just about do it. Oh, hold on a second. Warner Robins turns it right back over, leaves the door open. Caleb Jones into the paint and in. BC's got a foul. Finally due, but with just 5 seconds left on the clock. So same scenario as before. 2 free throws here. If he sinks one, the door's still open for the Cadets. If they sink them both, that's probably just about it. And BC wasted a good 4 or 5 seconds there waiting to foul. And there it is. Door is open. And Warner Robins wants the timeout to discuss defense. So regardless of what happens, BC will have a chance. And it all goes back. BC inbounded the ball with 20 seconds to go and immediately turned it over at midcourt, but Warner Robins couldn't hold on to it. BC gets the ball with 14 seconds to go, inbound to Caleb Jones, and he takes it untouched in for 2. And now again, that missed free throw adds a whole new element to this one. Heck of a battle between 2 great basketball programs. Warner Robins won by 4 the last time these 2 teams met up here. And BC won by 11 in their home game back on the 5th. Incredibly tight matchups between these 2 teams. And here we go. It's the stuff of legends for BC if they're able to pull it off. But Warner Robins trying to hold on to that lead and clinch a region title. Misses it. Rebound, 3 seconds. There's Caleb Jones. Missed it. What a ball game, and the region title goes to Warner Robins. You had it in the hands of the guy you wanted at the end, but just a little strong for Caleb Jones. And Warner Robins able to hold off a ferocious comeback from the Cadets and win this one 61-59. As both teams shake hands, there's a chance that we'll see them both matched up again at some point, and it'd be in Macon if we did. And I know it's going to be talked about again and again and again these next week. This game, by all indications, was supposed to be played in Savannah. And you got to feel like that's probably worth 2 points. But for the Cadets, this means they will be at home in the first round as the 2 seed out of the region. And they'll take on the 3 seed from 5A. And a quick congratulations to the head coach from Warner Robins as he gets his 500th win here tonight. Couldn't imagine it being any bigger. We're going to be either Marist or St. Pius for the Cadets coming up next week. And it's going to be a long, quiet ride home for the Cadets after a very, very tough loss. For everybody back at home in Savannah who makes these broadcasts possible, for all the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible, and for all of you watching along, thank you so much. Again, Christian Gokel here and Warner Robins for this title game. Thank you, sir. and look forward. We'll be bringing you the games in the playoffs for y'all tuning in to those as well. But again, BC back at home. This one hurts, but you got to flip it around this time next week. The playoffs start, and from there, it's a run to Macon. For everyone back at home, thank you so much. We'll see y'all next week.